Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing factor theorem, and this can get quite complicated, which is why I will be splitting this up into two parts. So if you watch this one, make sure you watch the other one. But without further ado, use the factor theorem to show that x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 2. What we want to do first is this bracket here, we're going to set it equal to 0. Now what value of x will make it equal to 0? 2. Now all we have to do here is substitute this in to this expression here, and if it comes out to 0, we know that x minus 2 is a factor. Now there's a lot of brackets in there just to make it clear, but we're going to simplify that and take it out. I'm just going to simplify all that one more time. And when we get this, we can confirm that it does come out to be 0. So we know that x minus 2 is a factor of this expression here. So we've got the same type of question here, but it could be a bit more difficult because to resolve this bracket, x has to be minus 3, which could make it a little bit more complicated when we substitute it in. But let's solve it like normal. So I'm going to expand some of these brackets just to make it actually readable. So just to save time here, we're going to say that because this is 45, we can just view it like this instead of writing out a whole other line. When you add up minus 27 plus 45 minus 15 minus 3, that does come out to be 0. So we know that x plus 3 is a factor of this expression here. Got a slightly more difficult question here that I may or may not have ripped off of the homework, but we're just going to solve it the same way. So to set that bracket equal to 0, x is going to be minus 5. And then like last time, we're going to substitute those values in. So now we've got to this point, we're just going to simplify again. And just to save me having to write another line, I'll tell you now that 18 times 25 is 450. And now we're at this point, let's just make it easier on ourselves and subtract away some of the numbers. So 625 minus 450 minus 75, that comes out to be 100. So at this point you may be thinking, okay, we've got 100 minus 5a, but what do we do with that? Remember, if x plus 5 is a factor of this expression, that means the expression has to come out to be 0 when you put the minus 5 in. So, all that equal to 0. Now at that point, just rearrange the equation and solve from there. In the end, the answer you should have got is 20. That's going to wrap it up for part 1 of the factor theorem. Now this is definitely the easier part, so I guess stay tuned for part 2 and I'll see you there.